One of the things that I know a lot of the folks in this community in City Heights, which they've been fighting for a while, is youth-free transit passes. And we're not there yet, but we're going to be able to reduce the cost of the transit for youth. It's going to come down a little bit more this coming year. And in 2020, I'm hoping to get more resources to actually deliver free transit for our youth and for the students that are going to their education. So that was 2018. Now 2019, as the council president, which is what people are asking, what am I going to do as a council president with the supermajority? Right? So here it is. Under my leadership as council president, I will work to create a local government that is equitable, inclusive, transparent, and accountable. In fact, today I've proposed a 2019 work plan for the city council. This is the first time ever that a council president has introduced a work plan for the year. And I did that because it really sets the blueprint. It sets the tone of what the council is going to be focusing on, at least under my leadership. So it is important. And this work plan is going to be discussed next week at a city council meeting on Tuesday, in fact, and it's also open to the public, so you're all invited to participate in this discussion. I want to make sure that this work plan is reflective of what the community wants to see forward, because this is about what we're going to do now, but it's also what we're going to do for the future. So this is setting the foundation of San Diego. So I really want to invite you to participate in that. And what I'm proposing in this work plan are 8 priorities, and it starts with building a strong council form of government. For those of you that might not know, we have a strong mayor, strong council form of government. And one of the things that I want to do as a council president is create a strong foundation for what it means to have a strong council form of government. So I'm going to be working on that. And part of that is going to be restructuring our administrative supportive arm as a council president, but also more importantly, creating strong rules to really promote what we're supposed to do as council members. Is we're supposed to be working on policies. We're supposed to be working on the legislative part of things for the city. So I really want to work with my colleagues to really push stronger policies that will come to the council, and also update current policies that have not been updated for many, many years. So you're going to be seeing more of that at the council. I'm also going to be focusing significantly in addressing our housing shortage, specifically helping our residents that are on shelter, that are living in the streets. But I want to make sure that we do it in a way that is less punitive and it's more humane. Another piece that I've already started last year, but I will continue doing this year in a stronger way, is introducing tenant protection policies. We have a big population in our city that are tenants, are renters, but we have very little protections for renters. So I want to make sure that we have stronger policies that are protecting our majority of San Diegans. I'm going to continue to work on improving our rules that will lead to creation of more housing. We need that, but I want to make sure that it's done in an affordable way. San Diego is becoming extremely expensive, and it's getting harder to find shelter that we can all afford in a humane way. I'm going to be connecting our residents to good jobs and bringing good jobs to our communities, specifically underserved communities. We have specific communities that have been left behind for far too long, and they're living a paycheck away to living in the streets. That is not acceptable. It shouldn't be acceptable to a city that is extremely wealthy. And the city of San Diego, in fact, spends a lot of money in bringing contracts to fruition. So we're going to be updating those policies and also connecting some opportunities for communities of color to have access to these jobs. Our environment. We cannot have a climate action plan that lays out strong policies, but yet we're doing nothing to implement them. So it is time that we become more proactive. Our environment, our earth, is screaming. We cannot continue business as usual and continue ignoring the things that we need to do to protect our environment and enhance our environment. So I'm gonna work really hard with my council and making sure that we're actually implementing the climate action plan that was adopted a few years ago, and making sure that we're doing it in a way that is reflective of the communities that are currently impacted the most by air pollution. And yes, those are the underserved communities, and some of those communities are part of my district. So I want to make sure that we are investing in improving the infrastructure in these communities, that we're truly making our neighborhoods walkable, that we're truly investing in the infrastructure that we've neglected. And more importantly, as we talk about smart growth development, as we talk about less parking regulations,